Hello and welcome back everyone to One Man Show. So I created this scene using the Blender Kit add-on, and today I have special offer for you from Blender Kit. If you use my personal link from the description of this video, you will get 10% discount on the Blender Kit subscription. Also, once you registered with this link, the offer is valid for 3 days. So make sure you use that offer within 3 days. So for those who don't know what is Blender Kit provides high quality models, HDRs and materials. And you may also know that Blender Kit is the add-on which is already inbuilt with the Blender. So you can clearly see here what kind of assets Blender Kit provides. You can simply click here on each category and you can clearly see that it's written on the model. Some of them are free, some of them comes with the full plan, on which you will get 10% off with the link in the description. So let's see how this add-on works inside Blender. To enable this add-on, simply go to Edit Preferences, Add-ons, and just simply type Blender Kit and enable this add-on from here. Once you enable this add-on, press N on keyboard, then you will get this add-on from here. Let's click on free assets, which you can check the quality of these assets before you buy the full plan. You can clearly see here on the right side that how much assets each category contains, which you can filter from here, or you can simply type what kind of model you are looking for and hit enter. Let's click on this one which I used to create my scene. Once you clicked on model, you will immediately get it in your viewport. As you can clearly see how much detail those models are. And this is the second one which I used for my scene. So you can check those thousands of assets which are free. So let's start our today's tutorial. First of all, if you wanna know how to track your footage, you can see there hundreds of tutorials on YouTube how to track your footage in Blender. But today I have this special app which I use for tracking this scene, which you can clearly see his video how to track your footage with your smartphone with using this app, which you will get on Play Store. I am putting his video link of the tutorial in the description. So once you watched his tutorial, you know how to import. Once done, you will get the zip file which you have to import it from here with using Blender Track add-on, and simply click on import. Once imported this, you will get the camera and the tracking information with this point cloud. All you have to do is just place 0 on your keyboard. You will directly get inside your camera with the footage already attached to it. Once inside the camera view, I simply clicked on one point and snapped the cursor to the selected point so that we can add our model here. And to see the clear information from our footage, I kept the opacity of the footage at 100%. And then I just simply dragged our drone model from the Blender Kit add-on. So then I decided to render this scene with using Eevee. So I checked these settings on before I start rendering. Then I simply started by adding HDRI. I chose the HDRI which is close to the environment in the footage. So this one was close to the environment of the footage. And I also played with the rotation to get the proper lighting on our model. Then I simply added the sun lamp and played with its setting too to get the exact lighting to match with the background footage. Then I picked the color of the sky from the background footage to match the sunlight with the skylight. Then I added the second model from the Blender kit. So this model was huge in size, so I placed it accordingly to fit inside the camera. Then I added the plane to get the shadow information from our drone on this plane, and to get the shadow from the drone on our plane directly. For that, you need to create the shadow catcher material for this plane, which I created watching his tutorial. If you wanna know in depth how to create this material by each and individual nodes, then watch his tutorial. Otherwise, this is going to be the node setup. Then I simply played with the height and the scale of this plane. Then what I did is simply duplicated that model of the giant spaceship, which I used as the background matte painting. That you will see how I did this. What I did here is I am simply placing it in the way that this is some kind of futuristic architecture in the background, so that I can hide those buildings from the original footage. Now I tried here to cover the background by duplicating the same model, just placing it in the different places. Once done with the placing of the background, now I am adding the drone and its shadow catcher plane in the separate collection. And also I created the other collections like the background on the right side, background on the left side, and the middle one, and another collection for this giant spaceship so that we can render them separately. Just to render one frame, you can choose cycles render, which will take more time than the EV renderer, but for the final render, we are going to use the EV renderer. Just for this one frame, I used cycles. Then, as I said, I rendered them separately and saved it as a PNG. Also, now I am putting the number of the frame, number of this current frame on the notepad so that I can take that image into Photoshop. Then I exported the frame number and also the PNG into the Photoshop, and let's see what I did in Photoshop. Using the video editor of the Blender, I imported that footage, and the numbers of the frame I noted on the notepad, which I then rendered to export them in Photoshop. Then once exported those frames, I opened Photoshop and imported those frames and our PNG renders to match it together. Then what I did is the simple editing like erasing, color matching. Once done with it, then I turn off the background layer and exported it as a PNG. Once done with the Photoshop editing, then I imported those images as planes inside Blender and snapped those planes at the same position where I kept the models. Make sure after you import the planes, keep them on the alpha hashed. And make sure with the plane you do this setting in the principal VHDF shader and put that image node into emission. Then I simply repeated the same process which I did with the matte painting. For this giant ship, I did the same process. After done with the matte painting, then I simply put the location and rotation keyframes on our drone. Then I simply rendered those each elements on separate layer and exported them as a PNG. Then I imported it into After Effects to compose. You can do it with the Blender's compositor. So that's it. This is what today's video is all about. As you can clearly see, by using only 2 assets from the Blender kit, I created this scene. If you have full plan, you can use as many as you want.